Hello, this is Dumont back for another Transformers comic book review. This time issue number 16. It says Bumblebee's Last Stand. And I'm looking at this cover and you can see the Decepticon jets, you can see Shockwave, you can see two what looks to be cassettes, the Eagle modes basically firing away at Bumblebee. And I'm kind of like, oh man, they're really going to kill him? How awesome. I've never been a fan of Bumblebee, so it's just like, oh, that's so cool. They're going to kill this guy, finally, you know. Of course, I'm sure they'll bring him back eventually or whatever, but, you know. So overall, the cover's excellent. So we're back up to having awesome, you know, exciting covers that makes you want to read this, you know. And ever since I started doing these reviews for the Transformers comic books by Marvel, Shockwave has really grown on me. I like him a lot now, very, very much, and especially when he's flying around in his gun mode. I don't know, for some reason, I really like that. I just think it's mega cool. So anyway, let's go into the story, and it starts off right away that they're going to target Bumblebee, and it's interesting because on the Decepticon file, in computer data file, it says pretty much that Bumblebee is the smallest / weakest Autobot. So that's pretty sad when, you know, that's the data on you, you know, by your enemy, you know. So they're gonna target him, and they want to put in this electrocalcinator module, and it's supposed to be able to make them control Bumblebee. So this is Shockwave's new plan. He wants to implant this thing on Bumblebee. And I'm thinking, you know, why not plant it on someone that's more formidable? Why plant it on the weakest dude? I don't know. They didn't really explain why. I'm sure they have their reasons. And Bumblebee is pretty much feeling like he is not doing much. So he takes off on a drive, and he's just being alone, and he's like, you know what, I bet no one even notices that I'm gone, and, you know, I'm very insignificant, and blah, 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 whatever. And the Decepticons spot him, and they're like, perfect, and they attack him, and they blast away at him really, really bad, and Bumblebee is running for dear life. He doesn't go back to the Autobot base because he doesn't want to... I wouldn't say he doesn't want to give away the location, because the Decepticons already know where the Ark is. So I guess he's driving away for just so not to lead them there for some reason or whatever. So he goes the opposite direction, and he basically blends into like I think like a car dealership, and he blends in there, you know, shuts off and everything. And these two humans basically break into him. And Bumblebee was blasted so bad that he really can't do anything about it. And, you know, hilariously enough, these two humans, these criminals, are, you know, they're driving Bumblebee now. And eventually they fix him up. They fix him up, and Bumblebee is like, you know, wow, I'm, you know, nearly up to full power again. That's what he actually says, you know, because they must have accidentally reconnected my damaged power lines. So whatever, right? And you know, it's a comic book, so by this time the Decepticons are back. You know, they spotted him again, and they are attacking him. And now the U.S. Air Force, I believe, is they see the Decepticons flying, so they are now going after the Decepticons. And because they see these unknown jets, right? And they're like, who are these guys? And then, you know, the U.S. Air Force goes after them. And it's pretty hilarious because they just think they're, you know, unknown fighter pilots or something like that, fighter jets. And they're flying, and they go, one guy goes, that's no plane, it's a flying gun. Of course, he's talking about Shockwave. And like I said, I love that. I love the way it looks. Just this giant gun, futuristic, you know, Cybertronian gun floating around. I just think that's awesome. So anyway, yeah, so Bumblebee basically transforms finally into bot mode, and he's like, you know what, I'm gonna die, but hey, at least I'm gonna die trying. right? So this is one of those episodes where in the beginning when Bumblebee takes off because he's feeling like nobody likes him, you're supposed to be like, oh, poor Bumblebee. And then he's fighting now, or he's getting ready to fight, and you're supposed to go, it's supposed to make you like Bumblebee, I guess. You know what? I don't care. I don't know. I guess he's okay, but I kind of preferred him more when he had the role of the teacher for the new Autobots coming in, that he was like showing them how to be with humans and stuff like that. It just seemed appropriate that way. And also, like compared to Ratchet, the issues that I've read with Ratchet, those issues made me really, really admire and like Ratchet. This issue is not doing it for Bumblebee for me. I'm not getting into it. So anyway, Bumblebee is getting ready to die, right? And that's getting ready to, and give his best battle. And that's when Jetfire comes in, pretty much saves the day, sort of. But guess what? He gets shot down, and Jetfire is not doing well, right? And Bumblebee, seems doomed now. Jetfire was his last hope. Well, guess what? The Autobots with the humans, like police and stuff like that, they all come, and pretty much Shockwave runs away. Him and his other Decepticons, they see this. They see a whole army of Autobots with human forces come in, and they're like, forget this, and they leave. So Bumblebee is saved, right? So like I said, this issue was all about Bumblebee. It's to, I guess, to make you like Bumblebee or whatever. Didn't really work for me. But this next issue you don't want to miss. This next issue is going to be awesome because all of it is going to take place on Cybertron.